Was restitution paid?
We're not able to pay restitution. The state has,
No.
the state hasn't contacted the complainant in 2 years, Judge.
Question. Because here it says on 12/2, $250 restitution was due before the time served was offered.
I talked to Morgan. I talked to Morgan about this.
Yes, Judge, and he's correct. The last time that the complainant's been contacted is 2022, and so we haven't been able to reach out again. We haven't been able to get in contact.
Have you attempted to reach out to the complaining witness?
We can reach out if you want us to. We can reach out.
You haven't reached out?
Since the last word we have is from 2022, Your Honor. And so we can.
I mean, we reset this from 12/2 to 12/9 to 12/16, 3 different times, and not once has the complaining witness ever been attempted to be reached. Am I getting that right, Alex?
That's correct, Your Honor. Not since 2022.
Judge, this complaint was read in 2022 by Mr. Morse, and defense advice, and last time we approached regarding this case, we said that, restitution and take a plea, but defense has advised me that he can't pay the $250.
No, it's not fair. I mean,
The state attempts to get a hold of them again and just simply can't. Will that be okay for the court?
they have before. That's always been the,
I understand that. The complainant has not attempted to follow up and contact them and ask about the
they've
250.
never even reached out since the last 3 settings. I guess Alex, reach out, see if that's still correct, but I'm gonna tell you now, it's not fair that there's an accident, there's restitution, but it should be made whole, and that's it. It can always be done through probation as well, but yeah. Can you give me 2 minutes?
Yes,
Let me
sir.
see.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Romero,
Sir.
I want you to understand something that Harris County, we have so many people here and we have so many accidents. It's ridiculous. We have car insurance for a reason. When you're driving, you're expected to maintain and follow the law. One of those is maintain liability car insurance, because when you don't and you get into an accident, there are very, very big consequences. Let's say, for example, somehow someone goes out, gets into an accident and kills someone. Who do you think they're going to come after? Right. And they will get a judgment, and then just who knows what they can attach, who knows how much they can sue you for. And when that happens, you'll never recover from it. That's why for $40 to $50 a month, you get insurance that protects you in the event. They can also give you a lawyer to help you with these types of cases when there's something that happens. But God forbid something catastrophic really happens and ruins your life because of it. I routinely get emails where people come to me and say, hey, how do I get help here? I've gotten into an accident. They're suing me for $50,000. And I know I have to go hire a lawyer, and I don't have any money to go hire a lawyer. What do? This is real life. This is what you do. Now, in this case here, there is a deductible of how much?
$500.
That's part of the agreement. So that's something that it was part of the agreement when they initially did this. So you're working, right?
Not completely, sir.
Why not?
Since because the winter came, we got laid off. So all I've been doing, I've been going to Home Depot, and sometimes I get hired, sometimes I don't.
You have an ID.
No.
Have you ever tried to go get an ID? An ID?
I'm not from here.
You're not a citizen, Judge.
Yeah, I got laid off because of the winter. And all I've been going to Home Depot. You know, and sometimes I get hired, sometimes I don't. And that's the only way, you know what I'm saying, I'm able to, in a sort of way, maintain paying bills.
You have children.
Yes, sir.
How are you supporting your children, man?
We're the same way, And going by Home Depot, sending them money to them because I'm not with them.
There are other ways. Find a trade. I'm sure that you have friends that are either carpenters, brick masons, something other where you can learn a trade, be good at it,
Yes, sir.
make a name for yourself, and you can really make some money. Hanging out at Home Depot, waiting for someone that's not the one to find.
I mean, I hear you, sir. I hear you, but like you say, I've been going through like companies here. Trust me, I've been going everywhere. And my last resource, my last option is to go right there because, you know, that's the only way that I can find something at the moment while I'm waiting for something to happen.
Judge, I'd like to see what documentation a complainant can come with. So we can see the validity of that. If that is something that they're truly gonna want as a condition of anything, we have to put it on like a
Well,
probation.
I mean, it's
Fair trial, you know.
Are you okay with bypassing that? Are you okay with bypassing the deductible and just going forward with it?
I believe so, Judge.
The problem is, Mr. Ramirez, how is it fair?
It's not fair.
Why? You know, it's,
Not fair, sir. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm willing to like pay for my crime, pay.
but that's not what it's about. I get it. But the problem is now all you're doing is you're making your life more difficult in the process. You know,
Sir,
the more convictions you get, the harder it becomes to get a job. And the harder it becomes to get a job, all you're doing is you're continually shooting yourself in the foot over and over and over. This life can be either a great journey or it could be an awful journey.
sir,
And the more convictions you get,
the harder it is.
think before you act. Think before you speak. It's not hard. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail. You need to realize that. Don't get into a car if you don't have insurance. If you don't have a license, don't get into a car. I will have jurisdiction over you for the next 5 years. Do you understand?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
State, you okay with going forward?
Yes, Your Honor, we would be fine with the time served on the FSGI in exchange for the dismissal on the UCW, and we can waive rest.
And then as far as the weapon is forfeited, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the weapon will be forfeited. You're not going to get this weapon back. Do you understand?
Sir.
You're giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. This is going to go on your record, like I said, and it's going to be there for the rest of your life. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. You understand? This can also have immigration consequences as well. If you're not a citizen, you can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization under federal law. If you're not in this country with permission and you go to jail, it's only a matter of time before ICE gets a hold of you and you'll be stuck like Chuck in there. Do you understand? You better live with a freaking halo because you have a lot to lose.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're giving up the right to appeal. So once you plead guilty, there's no turning back. You cannot change this. You understand?
Yes, sir.
How do you plead to the offense of failure to stop and give information? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'll find you guilty, sentence you to the 3 days in jail, credit for the time that you've done, is it 2 days? 9 days in jail, credit for the 3 days that you've done. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Will. And thank you.